What's up?
Oh, that's the intro?
No, apparently, because you didn't speak into the microphone.
What?
Thank you, Stone Cold Steve Austin. What?
What?
3. Hey, everybody. Welcome to what? I'm sorry, what was the name of the show, Thomas?
What?
Apparently, the show is now what? It's
Steve Austin.
everything you want, nothing you need. Everything you want, not everything you what. All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Thomas, once again for your words of wisdom. We were discussing before the show what we're going to talk about tonight, and we realized it's been a slow game week.
Yeah. I couldn't really think of much.
Octopath came out on PC.
All right, and that's the
Thank you for the 5 seconds of news, Thomas. You want to discuss it, Thomas, or was that it?
Well, I mean, it's a Nintendo game, so, you know, seeing a Nintendo game go to PC is rare. I mean, name a Nintendo game that's now on PC.
Well, it's not an actual.
You can download them all.
Nintendo developed game. It just happened to be an exclusive because it was made by Square.
Hey, Dan, do me a solid real quick on this highly unprofessional podcast. Is Thomas in the shot? If he is, fix it. Get him out of it.
I mean, also, it's because that you have a shot.
All right, just stay like that.
Yeah, bye, Thomas.
And all, side stuff has,
Her name's Jessica. You've met her like 5 times now.
my
Do you guys want to meet again?
brain.
Do you need to introduce yourself to her again real quick?
Hi, I'm Jessica.
Okay. All right. Anyway. That was the sound of Thomas falling to the floor because he's an idiot.
All right, cool.
All right, and he's
Speaking
injured.
of news. Oh shit! I don't know about any news.
Whoa, you're like, speaking of news,
We just had a WrestleMania.
we did just have WrestleMania. We have a black champion now, which is history.
Bret Hart got tackled
Bret Hart got tackled.
by some random psycho. And then the random psycho got proceeded to get
Dr.
tackled by-
Thugonomics is back. No, that was amazing. Did you watch that bit?
Yeah.
That was amazing.
At first I was like, but then he. The good thing is John Cena's good.
You gotta.
John Cena's good at improvising and just doing.
He was good. Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan had the best match. Did you see how Shane O'Mac won?
No, I didn't see that.
So they're up on this elevated platform. The Miz suplexes him and they fall, 15, 20 feet onto this. It was clearly foam, whatever it was, foam padding thing. And the way they landed, Shane landed on top of the Miz. And as they both laid there, the ref counts the pin, 1, 2, 3, and Shane won the match.
Hey, Thomas.
Yes.
Did you just want to hang out down there?
I might show up again. Give me a second. Look for
Alright.
news.
Okay.
Thank you, Thomas, for your
Thomas
floor.
Thomas is taking
We're going to call that the floor report with Thomas.
And then we got the back report with Daniel. Hi, Daniel. Say something.
I always love how I end up having the one guy in the back who has no microphone or anything. But see, this week it's Dan, so everyone knows him. But every now and then I'll have someone back there,
Usually Miles.
and he's never on camera, and they never talk. And so to the listener, it's just a mystery person that they don't know who they are.
So next time we should just leave.
Yeah. We won't say Dan. We'll just call you Mike. Yeah?
This mic isn't putting out waveform.
Yeah, I know, because no one's eating it like I am.
Oh, like this?
Yeah, see? You got to do it like that.
Wow.
Like you're blowing the mic.
Okay, Thomas says you have to blow the
Don't be
mic.
afraid to take it from me whenever you want to speak.
Yeah, okay. Anyway.
So WrestleMania.
WrestleMania. It was great. It was very. It was 6 hours, the longest WrestleMania we've had.
Like I don't. Think
Started at 6 p.m. I was at my friend's house because he's got the network. I watched it at his place. I got there at 6, which was like pre-show. So it had a few matches, but it was like stuff nobody cares about. And then I went to about 12:30 in the morning.
Yeah, there's no.
Ronda Rousey broke her hand in the match,
Yeah, they cut it early because of that.
and they botched the finale, the pin. Like her shoulder wasn't down on the mat, and the ref was counting. And what was funny was the angle of the camera. It very clearly was fixed on her shoulder, which was not on the mat. So like everybody who watched it could easily tell it was a botched pin. But Thomas is struggling to get back up like the old man he is.
I see WWE having like a storyline. It's like, oh, I shouldn't have lost that match. So you see here, my shoulder was not on the mat.
You gotta eat that thing. Eat that thing. Eat it.
Well,
Like
even
the
if I'm
Weird Al
eating it,
song.
I don't really see. Oh, there it is.
It's a delay.
It's a little bit.
So I do have some news. PlayStation now is allowing people to change their usernames after how many years PSN's been a thing?
Since 2006.
Yeah, that reminds me. I've abandoned my 2010 gamer tag and I'm now VGX7 TV on PlayStation Network.
Nice.
I was Billy Joel Jr. That was my old name.
I don't know why you left that one.
Back in 7th grade, my English teacher had nicknames for everybody, and once he found out I liked Billy Joel and played piano, that was it. I ran with it.
But you look like Bob Saget in high school.
Yeah. So in high school, my two names were Bob Saget and Bill Nye.
Why Bill and I?
When I was in high school, I looked a little bit more like Bill Nye. I don't look like him as much anymore.
You have to show me some photos because I can't see it.
Okay.
Because like he was tall and like scrangly.
Yeah.
Basically, as tall as he is now is how tall he was in high school.
But I've had a few steaks and pizzas between now and then, and stuff happens. Exercise, kids. It's important.
I play basketball like 2 or 3 times a week.
What's it like to be better than us? Do you have people who play with you?
I usually just go to the court. It's just like a public court, and I just play with whoever's there.
You walk up, you're like, you trying to square up, and then
Absolutely.
absolutely. Hey,
No, it's
punk.
more like
Hey,
I go
punk.
there, warm up, and they're like,
You're in my court.
they just kick them out.
And then the people's court music starts playing, and next thing you know, you're in a court.
But then you realize
elbow.
you're actually going to be going up against Yugi from Yu-Gi-Oh! Because he's the king of games.
Take it away from me.
This is why we don't let Thomas on the microphone. Which reminds me, speaking of Yugi, what's the show? Jump Force. They're getting
Oh, yeah,
they're getting
All
All
Might.
Might.
Scary All Might.
Too bad it's a mediocre game.
Yeah.
Great character, mediocre game.
Have you not seen the walk cycle of every single character in that
I never
game?
even played it.
They all look
Look up the
constipated.
cutscenes. They put 2 minutes into the animation.
I do know the PC version of the game, you can put in anybody you want. It's basically the new Mugen. Because like the source code in there, they left it in there, so you can just throw whoever you want.
Hey, I would also just like to point out tonight, probably should have apologized for this in advance if you're an audio listener. We have 2 microphones tonight and 4 people. As you probably noticed, if you're still listening, which most of you probably are at this point. But if you are, you can go to patreon.com/VGX7 and you can help us get some more. We're down to 2 mics now.
And we're gonna be changing scenery soon.
We're changing
As well.
scenery soon. We got a new studio. And by studio, I mean a borrowed bedroom. And we're not shooting that stuff either in the bedroom, unfortunately. I asked. Ian said no.
Well, we can if it's part of the Patreon tier.
For the patrons.
You mean me?
Actually, yes, Thomas is one of our patrons now.
I'm like the only.
He's our biggest patron.
It's like
He
$5.
$5 a month. Thomas is our patron.
appreciates you, so you get to record it and watch it again.
Do you want to be in it?
What?
The porn we're going to shoot in Ian's bedroom.
No.
Wow. You're saying that because your girlfriend listens to this? And then once we go off the air, you'll be like, so about that porn.
So about that porn.
Yeah. Did your girlfriend even watch this show?
Yes.
Wow. Hi, Lisa. I'm proud of you. I bet you she won't make it this far this week. She'll be like, that was terrible. But anyway, what else has been going on in the world? I feel like it's been 2 weeks, I think.
No, it has been 2 weeks.
Shazam
Because
came
last
out?
week,
Shazam happened. Oh, yeah, Shazam's great.
it was amazing.
If you haven't seen Shazam,
It's the best DC film ever.
go see Shazam.
In my opinion, I like it more than Dark Knight, but that's just me.
I do too. But I'm more of a comedy man. That's why. I like to laugh.
I myself as well. I think the Dark Knights sometimes take themselves.
Are you excited for the Joker film? Have you seen the trailer
Yeah.
for the Joker film? Have you not seen the trailer?
No, I've seen the trailer.
Oh, okay.
They're showing him as like more like more.
How do you say his name?
Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. What is he from?
Puerto Rico.
Credit IMDb. What's he from? Like, what has he been in?
Oh.
It took you that long to figure out what I meant?
Her.
Hang on. Here, what?
Her. He's in a lot of stuff. Like I think his latest one
Thomas?
was her. Yeah.
Why can I see your damn toes from here?
So before we were recording, Thomas was just like, I want to get comfortable. And he just took he was showing off his quote unquote hobbit feet to Jessica because I don't know if that was his mating ritual or what. But anyway, he was like, check out my hobbit feet. And then once he took his shoes off, he was just like, this feels nice. And I was like, what, the carpet? He's like, no, just being free. And I was like, all right, Thomas is going barefoot tonight.
Yeah, I just looked at you and just saw it.
You saw
Stop
toes.
moving it. I don't want to see every angle of it.
You're not a toe man?
Not a man's toe, man.
Ah! Ah!
Especially when you see the hairs.
Stop it! Stop
It's
it!
like, what is going on in this one?
Stop it! Get away! Y'all wonder, actually, y'all don't wonder why I don't bring Thomas to things because this happens.
Well, I don't wonder because I saw what happened in his first podcast.
Oh, the band episode is still on here, by the way. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. Gosh, you derail everything.
No.
It's content.
It's something. Content's a bit
Sure.
generous. I don't think anyone's listening to hear me scream.
I'm currently going and seeing.
It's just been a slow week.
I looked
Yeah, it
for
has.
news. There was nothing.
I don't know. I'll be honest.
Oh, that was funny. So the Dark Souls creator, Miyazaki, he said how he wants. To,
Hayao Miyazaki?
Yeah, he wants to make a like GTA.
It's not the Dark
style,
Souls creator.
Story-driven game. But it's funny because in the article he says I have to do a better job of telling my coworkers what kind of story I'm trying to tell here because I tell them the story and they're all lost.
Is that
why I
can't even take in
That's what I
What
was.
the fuck did I tell you, man?
No, I mean it's lining up now.
1, 2. Yeah, it is.
See, you can't sidewall it like that. You gotta like eat it. Oh. Just pretend it's Dan Schlong, and
Well, I do know apparently
Sorry, Dan.
the thing with BioWare that's going on, like Dragon Age 4 might be like Anthem, where it's a live service, because that game's been rebooted like a billion times now. So if
But
you were looking forward to
Why
Dragon
live
Age
service for
4,
a single-player game?
money. EA loves
No,
money.
I like how Ubisoft Eves was just like, the streaming service is more than money. About money. I'm like, okay, then what?
new Star Wars game.
We don't know about it though.
Yeah, but it's coming.
We have 2 wallpapers.
Somehow Battlefield or Battlefront 2 didn't bomb hard enough that they would never make one again.
Well, I don't think this is. I think this is part of the single player.
EA has money, and they love money. That's why.
What's also the Star Wars license? Anything
Yeah.
anything licensed is gonna get.
Do you guys not have phones?
But yeah,
How's Blizzard?
I don't know. It's an EA game, so I can't be excited for it until not even after they reveal it. It has to be in my hands and playing it, and not even in demo form. It has to be the full retail release. That's how much I do. Not
I just
trust.
refused to buy. Like I wanted Battlefront 2, but it was EA, and I was like, I'm not going to support that, so I didn't buy it. You did, you traitor.
I like Star Wars,
I do too, but I don't like EA.
but I like Star Wars.
Vote with your wallet.
Star Wars.
All right, whatever.
And
Yeah, really. And
I just like Star Wars.
you know what I like, and I know that we all like here, except for one person because they're terrible, is cheesecake.
I've never had it. It's not that I don't like it.
at least she doesn't like carrot cake.
Yeah, we need
Don't point fingers at her.
We
You're
need
fine.
to talk. You like carrot.
Carrot cake is fucking amazing.
Carrot
okay?
cake is what you get when
Have
you're
you ever
out
had
of
carrot cake from Publix?
You like carrot cake too?
Yeah, it's honestly my favorite.
Carrot cake is what you get when you go to
I want to
grandma's.
kill you.
Hey, Dan, what do you like? Do you like carrot cake? So you do like carrot cake?
What do you prefer over cheesecake? Thank you.
Publix carrot cake. If someone's like, here, have some Publix carrot cake.
I can't make that comparison though.
Speaking of Publix,
not trying to compare anything. We're just making say, do you like carrot cake?
Well, the thing is that
who? What?
we're talking about, okay, you're going to have a dinner. You're done with your plate and you have your dessert. You have cheesecake and carrot cake. Who picks the carrot cake?
Yeah, and I
cheesecake, yeah.
want to know what
But I like carrot cake. I'm not dissing carrot cake. I love carrot cake. I love carrot cake. I'm not gonna diss it, but like if you got carrot cake, have the carrot cake.
I want to know who looked at a cake, who looked at a perfectly good cake, and they took a bite and they were like, "This is perfect," and then they went, "But it just needs some carrot. I just wish it had carrot."
I hate you guys.
And not only
I
that,
hate your
and not only
taste
that,
buds.
let's just grab this cake, you know, the concept cake, and just make it even more dry. That's my thing with carrot cake. It's
It's
just dry.
It's not dry. It's not dry at all.
No, it's dry.
Have you had the Publix carrot cake?
I have to have a specific cake from somewhere to.
If you have to order a cake specifically from somewhere, then you can't be like, this cake in general is good.
Yeah.
I can get a chocolate cake from just about anywhere, and it's good. If I have to go to one place specifically to get a carrot cake,
You're saying that looks disgusting.
yeah, it's got carrot in it, and it's a cake. What?
It doesn't taste like carrot though. You taste
no,
everything
it
else.
doesn't.
Oh, it absolutely does.
What's the
No,
fuck?
it doesn't.
And also, if it doesn't taste like carrot, what's the point of a carrot cake?
It's good.
Why not just have a cake?
Why is it called carrot cake if it doesn't even taste like carrot?
Okay, to
As you
be
said.
fair, I don't have very good taste buds after I got hit in the face.
Yeah, all right, yeah, that's why you don't like it.
But I liked carrot cake before.
you don't remember. It was too long ago.
Okay, so apparently carrot cake originated from the Middle Ages of Europeans back when sugar was really expensive, so they used carrots.
You
as a
know, back in the
substitute.
European ages, they used to clean their fucking mouth with piss.
I'm sorry. If I was low on an ingredient, I wouldn't just be like, let's just throw carrots in it and see what happens.
Well, it's also got almonds in it. I was about to say almonds. Almonds.
I need something to season my chicken with, and I'm all out of spices. Oh, but I have this carrot here. Let's make some carrot chicken. Sounds terrible, doesn't it, Thomas?
Well, you know what? White people like to use water as a spice for chicken.
In what universe is water a spice? Also, do you know people, there's a debate about washing your chicken?
Yes.
Like,
What?
do you, if you're cooking chicken and you're prepping it to cook, do you or do you not wash it first? Or do you just take the raw meat out of the package and begin cooking?
You wash it.
Yeah, thank you. Apparently, some people don't wash their chicken. They're disgusted at the idea that someone would wash their chicken.
It's just water. Guess what most of that chicken's made of? Water.
Well, I think maybe there might be some weirdos out there who's using a little bit more than water, and I think maybe that's where part of the freak out's coming from. I'll have to do some research. I'll have to dig into it again and see. But there was this hot debate a minute ago about
Shouldn't be a debate. Well, it's also
about-
the internet. There's a lot of things that shouldn't be even debating or should even be a debate. But they,
exactly like boneless wings are the superior wing.
or carrot cake being superior than regular cake.
I've had real wings. I prefer real wings over boneless wings. Now that I know how to properly eat a wing.
I'm not going to say anything because there are specific people who might watch this and they'll take back any insult I say because I'm always like, I really like boneless wings. And they're like, why don't you like normal wings? I'm just like, I don't know how to, like, I can't get all the meat off of it. And they're like, what do you mean?
Okay, the one thing I'll say about not boneless wings is it's more of an experience, I guess. You take it in that. I don't know.
Do you
That's
want
the
me
only
to
thing I can
teach you
say.
how to do it? It's super easy.
I guess, but I'm just like, I'd much rather, if I could just do this, like just pick it up and pop it in my mouth.
Chicken nugget. Like, they're good.
It's a delicious chicken nugget.
they are. They're good.
Thank you. No one heard you say that because you forgot to grab the microphone. But thank you for your opinion anyway.
Projecting.
Oh, God.
No.
Yeah, see, nothing.
All right, what other shitty?
So, oh no.
Oh, after you.
What other shitty food choices do you have?
That I have? Or
Apparently
anyone?
him.
Yeah, Tom's the one eating carrot cake, so. What else do you like?
Pepperoni sauce. A sauce made out of pepperoni.
What?
I've never.
I don't know what that is, and I just.
I don't have an opinion because I've never.
I
even heard
pictured a
of
freak taking a pepperoni and trying to like you would a wet towel. That's all I picture when I hear pepperoni sauce.
Just grab just a whole
Trying to like
sausage.
ring, yeah, like get that sauce.
Well, I myself, I'm Puerto Rican, so I'm very much
What-
into
what
the
are you?
actual cuisine, an actual good taste.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, my people know how to make.
you need
good
to
food.
culture me because I don't
Mofongo.
Absolutely.
think
See,
I've
there
ever
you go.
had any PR cuisine.
Well, let me know.
You need to-
Especially-
you
especially
need to learn
during-
me.
Especially during winter times, I'll bring that coquito.
You need to learn me.
It will.
We could just go to the Latin supermarket by my house. They make Puerto Rican food there.
And they party every weekend, all
There's a-
night
yeah,
long.
there's a difference between getting food there and then getting food just made in your own house. I have that experience. I have in my house is half Puerto Rican, half Colombian, so I'm good on food.
That's true. You ain't got no worries.
I ain't got no worries. I wake up, have a full rice, beans, and
I got a Puerto Rican girlfriend, so I'm good too.
does she know how to cook?
Yes. Yes, she does.
All right.
How come you never brought me any?
My food. My food.
You know, she had a woman. All the food. Okay. Anyway, trying to think of some other I just had eggnog for the first time in 2017.
I've never had that.
She never had eggnog, cheesecake, Popeyes.
You're hanging out with the wrong people. It's okay.
Jessica's gonna be
with
fat
us
by
now.
the time she's done hanging out with us because we're just gonna keep shoving
Absolutely.
food in her face. But here, try this. It's delicious. You should eat it.
Well, if you haven't had eggnog, you can have that, but then I'll give you the superior eggnog, which is coquito.
Right.
In every sense of the word. There's no even debating that. Right, Daniel? See, he said yeah.
Dan's just the silent cameraman now, and I love it.
But yeah.
Dan, you look so lost and scared back there.
Why are you giving Hunter the finger?
Daniel, put it down. That's dangerous.
Hey, you put that. There are children here. Put that back.
He's got a gun.
Why'd you go there?
Well, he clearly does not have a gun.
That's so inappropriate.
Especially if he did, there would be no episode.
Dan, I want to say something about Applebee's right now, but I won't, just in case. Anyway,
Well, or is there anything else?
this is like the reaching podcast. That's what I'm going to call it.
No, that's fine. No,
Because we're reaching for
just call
things
it
to
carrot
talk
cake.
about.
I got a new job.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got a
Jessica
new
got
job
a new job.
at a comic book store. So
Can you
that's
read?
fun. I can read,
Hey, that's step one.
unlike most women. So yeah, obviously.
Is there something you want to tell us?
Yeah.
Is there a secret we don't know?
I hate women.
You hate women?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, but I'm really excited. It's full time. I'm a customer service specialist. So
This comic is not the one I ordered.
yeah, you can.
Is that what
fuck
you deal
off.
with? Is that what you deal with?
No, my first day is on Easter.
Excuse me, Miss. I clearly asked for the Avengers #4, and this is New Avengers #4 from 2008. I specifically wanted a different one.
Yeah, you got to be more specific.
Anyway,
Oh, I had some news to pull from. Yeah, so anyone that plays Final Fantasy XIV, they just recently had a new website added for their 15 event. Something that's been like 2 years in the making. So Final Fantasy 15 coming to Final Fantasy 14.
Tell us about that, because I actually don't know.
Basically, it's gonna have Noctis. It's gonna have the regalia, and you can dress up as Noctis and fly the car. Like
Well,
it's gonna be a
but
four-seater.
you're not
mouse.
going anywhere in any other locations in 15?
No, you're gonna there looks like you're gonna fight some of the enemies and the 15 version of Garuda, which was made for the 15 and 14 event when they had Final Fantasy 14 in 15. Something that should have been in the game a long time ago, because like when Lightning Returns came out, they had a Final Fantasy 13 event, and then they did oh god, I'm trying to remember what it was. It was Yokai Watch. They had a Yokai Watch event twice. Same event because the guy
I'm
that
just
made,
trying to picture the graphics of that game inside the graphics of 14.
No, you can ride a mount that's like the ghost sperm thing. I don't know what to call it. It looks like a ghost sperm. I can show you what the mount looks like. Yeah, no, that's a sperm.
I'm good.
And they did the event twice.
I thought you
because-
said Ghost. I thought you were trying to talk about Sin. I'm like, he does.
run me through that again with a ghost sperm? What? I don't.
Yokai Watch Ghost Sperm. I don't know what it's actually called.
Do you remember when that hot minute Yokai Watch was more popular than Pokemon?
It was, and
and-
not only that, it
and-
was more popular before the release.
And
people
everyone
had the
was
game.
like, "Oh, Yokai Watch is the greatest thing ever."
Yeah, because it had all the hype of Japan, because Japan already had the
And
first
I-
two games out.
But even then, like, I played the demo of the first one, and I was like, "This isn't
no,
fun."
no,
I didn't like it at all.
I didn't play the demo. Actually went ahead and got the game, and it's just Pokemon without the challenge.
Oh yeah, that's Whisper. That's his name, Whisper.
Let's go sperm.
Yeah, his name is. I think it's Whisper. He's like the mascot, or not the Jabonion's the mascot, but he's like one of the main ghosts.
I would call your doctor if that's what your sperm looks like.
Yo, if my sperm smiled at me, I'd be like, "Hey, little buddy, how you doing?"
Nah, not with me. What's coming out? Mortal
See,
Kombat.
we've hit that. We're starting to hit the drought area.
No,
for game releases.
No. Oh, well, from what we've noticed for the first like few months of the year, it's usually like I would say like January all the way to like May, like April. Like we get hits. Like the past like 3 years.
Days Gone.
Last year was DBZ, Monster Hunter, other games. But 2017 I know was lit because 17 we got Zelda, we got Resident Evil, we got Persona.
We got Nier Automata.
Automato.
Guess what? All these games are Japanese.
And we're 2 months away today. 2 months away from E3. And everyone's like, "Sony, where are you at?"
Where's everybody at? Really, it's been so
Yeah.
quiet. Usually, like there's like so many teases by now for like E3, and what is that? I can't read.
Dan,
Can you zoom in?
Is that like a script or something?
I would like
Can
to
you
point
get that
out,
for-
Dan wrote
Thank
a
you,
note
Jessica.
and is holding his phone up to Ian, and it's in like a 0.3 font, and he's about 30.
Thank
Oh.
you, Daniel. You're such a beautiful human being.
Dan, you have every right to run onto the set and grab a mic and be like, "By the way,
You can make a special appearance.
you've been on the podcast before. It's not like you have some mystery man persona.
Yeah, and all
Everyone knows who you are."
So we got 2 good games and a bad game, possibly.
Which one's the bad one?
Probably Rage 2. Like
I thought you were gonna say Days Gone. I think
Oh, no,
Rage.
Days-
I think
Days
Rage 2.
Gone.
I think Rage 2 is probably my favorite out of those three.
I would say Mortal Kombat, Days Gone, then Rage 2. Because, I mean, it's Bethesda, and Bethesda's kind of not really good.
That's just publishing it, they're not making it.
Oh, true.
Oh.
Okay.
It's making
Straight
Yeah, they're streamed in.
it and Avalanche Studios.
Yeah.
Okay. It
Avalanche,
makes
and
good
we're talking
games.
about the people who made Just Cause. Yeah, their games aren't like known as the highest quality in terms of like storytelling or anything, but they're all known for fun. Like play a Just Cause.
It made the core game fun.
Like
Okay. So, I mean, if it made the gameplay, that's going to be like Doom and Wolfenstein. So, okay.
no, it looks like if it's Just Cause was in first person.
Oh, actually.
I'd play that.
Yeah, it's just without the whole like hook. Like think the world of.
It kind of reminded me of like a Borderlands vibe.
No, I'm trying to think of the damn game. It was a movie too. Avalanche.
Mad Max?
Mad Max. It was like it's like Mad Max with a little bit
So
less
Borderlands.
sand, with like Borderlands and like the goofy shit of Just Cause. There we go.
Okay.
That's how you market that game.
I do like Just Cause.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like how many times in Just Cause I used to play with the little rope thing where you attach
Yeah.
the two things together and you.
When are we getting, what's it called? Cyberpunk.
Nowhere close.
Nowhere close.
I'm sure that's the next gen title. If like I said, a lot of those games, I think they're gonna be very much like I call it the Twilight Princess effect, where it comes out right when the console releases on the new one, but there was also a port.
So you think
What
it's
the
going to
other
be on the PS5,
The Zelda effect.
and then there'll be a PS4 version as well?
Yeah, just because
inferior version.
it's mainly because like, it's a game that's been promised for so long. People who have PS4s have been waiting on it, so they're like, "All right, here you go." Same thing with like Breath of the Wild. That was supposed to be a Wii U game for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, look at Final Fantasy 15. That was like Versus 13. That was going to be on PS3.
Well, that's a whole different story. Because that game, of course, that game came out
I mean,
3 years after the PS4 came out. By the time
Yeah, I
most
mean,
PS3 owners had a PS4.
the game that we got though wasn't even in development until like 3
Well,
years before it came out, probably.
Yeah, no, like the Final Fantasy 15 that we got in 2016
Versus 13.
was started getting made by like 2013, 2014. Like that game took like 2 or 3 years to make. It was mainly Nomura fever dream for the first like 8 years, and then they kicked him out because he doesn't know what he was doing, and then they put an actual guy at director's
And
stage.
he was like, I want to work on Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's what I think. Like I saw him go as a director for Final Fantasy 7, and I just looked at my screen and I was like, "Fuck, we're never gonna get this."
well,
game.
you know
but there's a new co-director.
But that was also his reaction when he saw his name on the screen too. He's like, "What? Excuse me?"
Yeah,
What?
he wasn't aware that he was gonna be the director.
Well, that kind of reminds me of when Nintendo announced, this was back in the day, when they were going to make Smash Bros. Brawl. Sakurai wasn't aware they were making it. He found out when they announced it. And then he was like, what? And then like the next day he met with Iwata, and Iwata was like, we need your help on this. And he was like, okay.
I was like, all right, so we tried to make Smash Brothers again without you,
And it ain't going so hot. We need your help.
It turned out like Mortal Kombat. We need your help.
I read a cool fact the other day that I wish to this day they would implement. Originally in Brawl, they planned to have like battle damage on the character models after so much damage, and that's something that they still don't have. But I think that'd be a really cool thing to have.
Well, damage in terms of like, what do you mean? Because there is something that you start with like a certain amount of damage, and the more you hit them, eventually it goes all the way down to 0.
Well, no, that's stamina. But I mean like there was an image of like Meta Knight, and like his mask was cracked. I'm talking
battle damage.
like I'm talking like they actually become physically injured. And they show
that's a lot of budget.
Isn't that
that's
just
probably
a Meta Knight design, like a different Meta Knight though, where he has like the slice right there over one of his eyes?
The image I saw, and it might have been just a fake mock-up for the sake of illustrating the point, but it was kind of like a cross on the forehead.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so
it was a little different. But speaking of Smash, apparently, according with leaks or something, or data mining with the latest patch, there might be stage editing coming soon. Like how in Brawl?
Yeah, so apparently they leaked it themselves was it a commercial? I don't know, it was an ad or a commercial or something, and the main focus of the image was a switch in the dock, and then in the background on the TV was Smash, and then I think on there you could kind of see a button that said like,
here's the
Stage
thing,
Builder or something.
We should be getting a direct anytime soon because Joker should be out this month if they want to be on schedule.
I saw a joke several times today about a direct today, and I'm like there wasn't one today, but I saw several joke posts that were like, "Hey, there's a direct today," and I don't know what caused that. I don't know where it came from.
I think people are just waiting for the Joker because if you do the math and everything, if they want to be on track of releasing one character every other month, they need to release him this month. Because then the second one will be in June, the other one will be in August, the other one will be in October.
Is that the actual schedule
December.
that they said that it would be?
Well, if you look at the agreement on the seasons pass, the fighters pass, it says like the end is like February 2020.
Okay.
So they have like a month or so.
That might have just been the deadline they set for themselves, and who knows.
But
They could dump the rest of them in February.
But not only that, that's if you do the math, that's how it should be. Is every other month, starting in April, and that's how that's how Dragon Ball's been doing it, and a bunch of other fighting games.
No, true.
They always usually release like Street Fighter does it, Mortal Kombat did it, and everything like that.
True.
So I'm expecting Joker because his in-game model got leaked.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
Best Buy had a direct. It was an
When
unofficial.
don't they?
It was an unofficial direct, but they were just like, "Here's all our leaks, and here's everything in our
like
system."
last year of E3, of freaking Canadian Walmart had the leaks for E3.
They put everything up to like, "Here's everything that's going to be at E3," and then surely enough,
Yeah, and I remember. Yeah, and a lot of it was like Bethesda.
Yep.
A lot of it was like
Yep.
Bethesda games.
yeah,
So like Bethesda made a joke of it at their conference at E3
yeah. They're like, we like to thank Walmart.
from Canada.
yeah, good times.
And then Fallout 76 came out, and that game sucked.
Well, that was just
and they banned their biggest.
Well, here's the
fan.
thing. That was just letting them know that Fallout already sucked, anyways.
I mean, I liked Fallout New Vegas, but that wasn't them that made it. That was Obsidian.
Yeah, which they're making their own little game.
I've never liked Fallout, to be honest.
I've
I'm
never
one of those
I've-
people.
No, I've
I like the setting. I like the whole post-apocalyptic set with like a
I can-
60s style.
I can get behind the aesthetic, but
well,
it's just like,
I've always said it like it's already been kind of like a tired now that they're like Fallout 76 was the fifth one technically, well sixth one if you count. I've gotten tired of it because it's all like kind of like dragish away. I think the best one they should make, like I think a really good idea, is have the first half of the game normal world, and then they drop the nuke halfway through the game. And then because you're like aware of your surroundings, you visually see the whole game and everything, and then now you have to experience it with everybody you met being dead, and then everything being deserted, and then going back to places you used to be at, and then now having to rediscover it like it was something new. I think that's dope. I think that's how they should do it. But
you hear that, Todd Howard?
I mean, they kind of did that with 4. Just so instead of half the game, it was just like first 10 minutes, like it was before.
yeah, the first 10 minutes, but you literally go to one station and that's it. You don't see the rest of the world because they literally tell you where to go.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It'd be like that.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like it'd be kind of boring. You're just walking around normal everyday life.
But make it interesting. Well, that's every other game, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
also
every other game is
Fallout-
boring.
Fallout 3 also has the Operation Anchorage.
Like imagine,
DLC.
like imagine if you were like doing if like the first half of the game is something out of like let's give like actually that's pretty dope. What if like half of it was like the world of Cyberpunk and then Nuke?
And then it becomes Fallout.
Yeah, that's dope.
Or what if it's Fallout, Nuke, and then it's Skyrim? Todd Howard, you're a genius.
I just want a Snatcher remake.
Kojima's dead.
No, those.
According to Konami, Kojima is dead.
Well, no.
they don't
According to everybody else in the world, Konami's the one that's dead.
I'm trying to think. What was I going to say? I don't know. Snatcher remake.
Yeah,
have
it's the one thing that he hasn't made that's not Metal Gear.
And Police Knots.
Well, after the PS1 games.
Yeah.
And Boktai.
Yeah, Boktai is really cool. Have you ever played Boktai? Do you know what that is?
I've heard of it, but
It's a Game Boy Advance game. There were 2 of them, and the idea was he had he had like a gun weapon, but the idea was the cartridge has a sensor in it that was charged through sunlight, and so the more sunlight exposure you gave the cartridge, the stronger your weapon was in the game. So I don't know if the idea was like, hey, let's
I
encourage.
remember when I was
I don't
little.
know if it was for the sake
I
of
remember
being
when I
unique.
was little, like the big rumor that what's it called? Everybody had it where you shouldn't have your Game Boy out in the sunlight because then it would drain the battery.
I don't remember that one.
I remember, well, at least where I was.
I remember the old days where I had to plug in a light to
Oh yeah, and
the pre-backlit days where you, yeah, and like it,
just like that.
and because it sat, especially on the Game Boy Color, it sat straight over the screen, so you
Oh, yeah,
couldn't
'cause
hold it at the normal
Yeah,
angle.
it was like that.
You had to hold it at an angle, and even then there was a glare from the light, so it didn't help that.
No, a lot of times like I would play it and I could see my own reflection. I was like,
I feel like that's something everyone takes for granted now is the fact that there's a backlit screen.
Oh, no, like-
that wasn't there 15
no,
years ago.
People think that the Game Boy DS was the most
SP, whatever the SP.
revolutionary thing ever. No, it was a Game Boy SP.
Yeah, the SP was what put in the backlight. I was telling my friend this the other day. I always get screwed on Nintendo hardware because I buy stuff day one. I have the original Game Boy Advance. I never had an SP. I have the original gray brick DS. Never had a DS Lite or a
That's
DSi.
it's probably not the DS itself. I'd say it's my least favorite hardware system ever.
I never had the original 3DS, but I had the 3DS XL, and then they made the new 3DS XL, which I own I have like 3 3DSs, I think, because I have like the Majora's Mask one. There's 2 Zelda ones.
Yeah, the
Link Between Worlds. I have the Link Between Worlds, the
3DS,
Majora's
I've had all
Mask.
the regular ones. I had the regular one I had was the Fire Emblem one, like limited edition. And then I got the Zelda game that you lost, the console. It goes.
Was it Link Between Worlds?
No.
No?
Ocarina of Time 3DS you had, they got sold.
No, it wasn't Ocarina. Ocarina one was a regular black one. That's the one that Esteban has.
I don't know. They got sold anyway.
No, I think it was The Link Between Worlds.
That's the one that's like it's gold and black.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
with the
that's
big,
that
with the
one.
big Triforce
Yeah, I had that
on each
one.
side. Yeah.
And then I gave that to Daniel because he's a beautiful boy.
And then he lost it.
Stole
He
it.
lost it.
And then after that, then I got the new 3DS, the Pokemon 20th anniversary one. We finally had a console, a Nintendo console that had the Skittles,
Do you remember how
Skittle buttons.
when the
From the
3DS
Famicom?
when the 3DS first came out in like 2011, no one cared about it? Do you remember that? When the 3DS first came out, nobody wanted it
Because
nobody
it's
cared.
literally okay. This is the reason why
Well,
I
they
prefer.
pushed the
okay,
3D.
this is literally the reason why I say the Vita is a better system than the 3DS.
Get out.
Because the 3DS is literally it's just a continuation of the DS. When I played I got the new 3DS. Okay, how many of us actually play with the 3D sensor for more than 5 minutes?
Well, no one did. Dan's
Exactly.
waving furiously back there. I know he's lying. I don't believe him. That's why he
but-
wears
but so pretty much
glasses
the
now.
3D so to
because
me-
he used the 3D for
to
too
me-
long.
It's just a continue. It's like if they made they made had the bulky ass DS. They had the regular DS. And they had the DS Lite and the DSi.
They took the technology of the Virtual Boy and they were like, "Oh, they're going to buy this thing one way or another." And that's what
but
happened.
that's the thing. Like I think I got bored of the 3DS because it was just more of a continuation of the same thing. It's like everything looked the same, everything felt the same. When you get a new console, you like the look of it.
It's like, ooh, that's
Yeah, like
new.
a
That's
new
different.
controller,
That's
new
shiny.
box, new everything. Like the Vita, yeah, looks like the kind of like the PSP, but it had double analog sticks, had better technology.
What do you think of the rumor going around of the 2 new Switch hardware revisions?
Oh, yeah,
So supposedly, allegedly, I mean, this rumor's been going around forever.
Yeah.
But it's resurfaced again, which is there's going to be 2 new Switch models. One of them being a more powerful version for your quote unquote pro or hardcore audience, and the other would probably be a one. They'd either ship a version without the dock that you would purely use in portable mode, or it would just be a slightly weaker model, slightly cheaper.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like it has to like for me to buy something like that, it has to be like an all-out better model, better performance, and like oh hey, like if you buy these like kind of like they did with like Xbox One X or something like that, it's like oh look at the difference of we play this game and this game.
Yeah.
I would love to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2 in like beautiful HD, because like that game already is like very pretty, and I would just love to have that like even prettier.
If only the gameplay wasn't tedious and boring.
Ooh.
It was aight. It's got big anime titties.
I think the gameplay in that game is. I think the reason why that game
He criticized the gameplay,
not.
and you were like, "It's got cute anime girls in it."
See,
though."
that's how you know it's bad. That's what he
I
has.
said
that,
big anime titties.
I tried to clean up.
That's how you
your
know the game
vulgar
is
speech.
That's how the game is
I tried to
not
make
that
you look
good.
better.
When his defense is anime titty.
Well, that's probably. Oh, just wait till you hear him talk about Dead or Alive.
Oh.
When you went
Well,
on-
okay, that's okay. I think that's the one game in history that if you
Dead or
take out the
Alive's
anime
aight.
titties,
It's a decent fighting game. It's not a great fighting game.
got for it,
It's a decent fighting game.
all
it's,
you
it's
got.
It's got Ryu Hayabusa because they own him. Raven's cool. Tina's a cool
If-
wrestler.
we're not. No.
before this devolves any further.
Devolver. They have My Friend Pedro coming out soon. I don't know when, but it's coming out soon.
Daniel in the back. That's not true.
Dan's like, nope, that is false information.
Is it not coming out soon?
Summer. Dan says like summer.
That's soon.
Hey, you're a real trooper if you made it this far into this podcast. I just want to say thank you real quick because you're a true fan. Comment if you made it this far because I bet we'll have no comments.
Honestly, this is probably one of the most entertaining ones we've had.
It's something. It's something.
The more that we
Get
derail,
the
the more.
foot away.
I just saw it in the corner of my eye.
He's got like a hair on it, like a long hair.
I told you, I saw it.
The
I don't want to even
bottom.
look at it.
Ah!
Oh my god.
Ah! Get away!
Oh my.
Drop it, Thomas! Just drop it! Oh! Christ! Alright, it's gone. Hey, thanks for watching. Everything you want, nothing you need. Patreon.com/VGX7 TV. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye!